They are compromised reporters who write what their masters tell them to. They are spreaders of propaganda. What propaganda? What is going on? Okay, hi, welcome to another video. Now, there's been so much going on recently with Twitter and everything, but I've not had time to record. But basically, a couple of days ago, Elon Musk put this up. Should I step down as head of Twitter, I will abide by the results of this poll. And 57.5% of people said yes. So that's where we're at the moment. It was a very sort of, do you like me kind of tweet, and turns out people don't. Well, over 50% of people don't. I think there was two reasons for him doing this, and both of them are pretty funny. The first one was he just wanted to flex his popularity, and it backfired. The second, and I think more likely, is he doesn't really want to do this anymore. It's been pretty apparent he doesn't really know what he's doing. He's making it up as he goes along. Fair, I wouldn't know what I was doing, would you? But he can't be seen to just give up and just, I can't do this, I'm stepping away. So he makes a poll knowing what the result will be, and now he doesn't have to deal with it. Rather than it looking like him just kind of pussying out, it's the will of the people. Because remember, Elon is a man of the people. Which he's not. He's fucking not at all. Anyone thinks that's a moron. The guy's a fucking billionaire. Richest man on the planet. He is not a man of the people. But in this video, I don't really know how this is going to go. I thought it'd just be a bit of a laugh to jump on Twitter and just see what people have been saying. There's Elon. I should point out, actually, that I don't actually follow Elon Musk, but all of his stuff just comes up anyway. Newspapers just research the internet and print it out. Yes, that's not true, though, is it? Oh, yeah, the Twitter files, which everyone keeps going on about. Which would... Wasn't it just a bunch of dick pics? That's all it was? What else has he been saying, actually? The government paid Twitter millions of dollars to censor info from the public. Yes, it did. As did the opposition party. Everybody knows that. And I'm pretty sure that the info that was being censored, he's talked about this, everyone's going on about this Hunter Biden's laptop, or they were a couple of weeks ago. Seem to have forgotten about it now until he's put this up. Yeah, it was censored because it was mainly just pics of his dick, which you can't share. That's illegal to share that without his consent. So, some stuff about Tesla. Actually, while we're here, take a look at Tesla stock. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know anything about the stock market, but I'm pretty sure this red stuff is bad. This is 18 hours ago. Breaking! LMAO. Elon Musk has just hinted he will still remain head of Twitter. What? I mean, it was 18 hours ago, so I don't even know what's happening anymore. He counted the mail-in ballots received after the poll closed around 4 a.m. I will say, actually, it's pretty stupid to just put things so definitive to a Twitter poll, because he wanted Trump back, and that poll was over 50%, so Trump was reinstated, but he hasn't actually come back, and now he's put up this other poll. A single person can have multiple Twitter accounts. Just remember that. So it's stupid. This guy, his name's Colin Rugg. I don't actually know who he is. He's subscribed to Twitter Blue, so he's not a real anybody, but he is a huge Elon simp. Just in, Elon Musk confirms the FBI was paying other social media companies to censor Americans. The government hates you. They have more in common with North Korea than our founding fathers. They? Who were they? Trump was responsible for those payments. That's the funny part. Trump was head of the government, head of FBI. Trump's White House asked for disinformation to be removed, and this was granted. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Both parties were doing this. I must admit that breaking Elon Musk hints that yesterday's poll about him stepping down as Twitter CEO was a trick to catch bots. Yeah, sure it was. Was it a trick when people voted for Donald Trump to come back? Was that also a trick to catch bots? What is this article here? Bullshit. So basically it's just saying that when it goes their way, it's correct, but when it doesn't, it's a bot. Joe Biden owned the FBI owned Twitter. It all makes sense now. But so did every president before him. And Twitter's been around a while. I'm surprised not more has been done to remove him and his team from the White House subsequent to the Twitter revelations. They keep Trump submerged with witchcraft trials. Yeah. Matt Wallace says, Elon Musk believes mass illegal immigration will have major consequences if it is allowed to continue. Do you agree? Why do we care he's not a politician. He's not a policymaker. Why do you give a fuck what he believes? But of course, this just sets off all of the fucking lunatics. Yes, with all of the anti-white hatred being pushed by every institution, including anti-white brainwashing in all our schools and colleges, how do you think we will fare when we're in the minority? We have to stop thinking of ourselves as individuals, but a group with our own interests. What's wrong with being in the minority? Are the minority treated badly? Is that a problem that's going around? Because if it is, as the majority, why don't you treat the minority better? So this is the thing, you know, I mean, it's not going to fucking happen, but if white people become the minority, they're scared that they'll be treated the way that white people treat minorities. An exclusive group that only allows white folk to join and works for supposed interests of only white folk. What will you call it? Yes, white supremacy. Call that executive group an act of God. For the simple fact that we have all evolved through our family to change the treatment of we expect an adoption is necessary. Adopting a highway can be used for people too. What? Well, please clarify the statement. It makes absolutely no sense. No, it doesn't. Oh my god, it's just going off. Mexico is not entitled to American jobs. Pay attention. Most of the people trying to get in and better their lives are not from Mexico. And then I've got spoken like a true Wokey. Nazis! What the fuck? Elon Musk running Twitter has been the same vibes as the bossy kid at recess that keeps changing the rules of the game he made up because he's losing. Yeah, pretty much, exactly. Like I said at the beginning, he's just making up as he goes along. I mean, $44 billion is a lot, you know? I mean, think about it. The rules at other places you have, they didn't cost $44 billion. Just saying it is reasonable to expect some changes in a transition like this. So these aren't changes, they're mood swings. Cannot believe how you people shift the subject from which clearly it is not to how you imply it is. These like alt-right wingers and Trump fucking MAGA followers and QAnon people and Elon simps, they refer to everyone else as you people now. Have you noticed that? Before he steps down, I'd just like to thank Elon Musk for shattering the myth that billionaires are smarter, more hardworking, or simply any better than anyone else in the most public way imaginable. Here come the simps. A billionaire, owner of multiple companies, friendly from what I've seen, but that could be optics, and general open desire to better mankind. Yep, all the reasons to hate someone. Or is it that he is not aligned politically in what you deem correct? I mean, if somebody's ruining your favorite toy, which is Twitter, then you're not going to like them. Or is it just, people like this, that these simps that jump in to defend him, maybe they're just doing that because politically he aligns with them. He owns Twitter because he disclosed a stake and threatened a hostile takeover, like, hey, I'm a billionaire, give me this or I'm going to take it from you. Yeah, rich kid in the playground vibes. Or is it that his current fans adore him because his politics align with theirs? Yeah, therefore they're able to overlook his blatant hypocrisy. Yep. It's crazy. Elon Musk could have spent like $10 billion to create a Twitter clone, paid each of the 450 million users £50 each to set up an account on his site and still spent less money than he did buying Twitter to get cyberbullied more. Then he wouldn't have owned the libs. I swear the only reason he bought it was because he missed Donald Trump and he wanted him back. Because when Trump was on there spouting off all that shit and he was, a danger to society, Elon Musk didn't care about that. He just thought it was entertaining because Elon Musk is the richest guy on the planet. He's not really in society, if you see what I mean. That doesn't affect him. To him, that was just entertainment. And he wanted that back. I want my entertainment back. So he buys Twitter. One of the first things he does, here's a poll. Let's see if Trump can come back. And he wins the poll, which, well, could have been bots. Now, it turns out these polls could all just been affected by bots. But Twitter, Elon Musk reinstated Donald Trump, but he didn't come back. So Elon was like trying to fill the troll hole. There's another one from those who want power are the ones who least deserve it. You spend $44 billion for control over this site. Yeah, exactly. Someone just tweeted mirror. Elon Musk bans violent accounts on Twitter, bans child pornography on Twitter, bans sex trafficking on Twitter, bans domestic terrorism on Twitter, bans real-time doxing of locations on Twitter due to threats against children. Media, Elon Musk. Hang on, the thing about the fucking doxing of locations, that private jet thing, that's public information. You can find that. Those planes are tracked. And it wasn't a threat against his children. from what I understand, they thought it was a threat against him. Elon Musk suspended journalists who have criticized him. So let me say this: fuck his fragile ego, fuck his hypocritical free speech and his support of fascism and his sexual harassment and his amplification of evil. Fuck everything he stands for and fuck Twitter. I mean, yeah, but also Steve Hoffman said you're still on Twitter. So anybody that follows me on any other social media, you might have seen I compared his suspending of journalists' accounts that criticized him to it's the social media equivalent of a Nazi book burning rally. Suppressing the press, it's controlling it, it's fascism is what it is. Most journalists are corrupt too. I won't miss them. Do your own research. Oh, the fucking do your own research crowd. What research could you do without working journalists? That's a good point. That's what we do in America, right? Yeah. We think from 12 p.m. to noon. Congrats. I haven't watched the news in almost 2 years. Haven't missed a thing. You have, though, haven't you? You definitely fucking have. That figures, thanks for confirming. Oh, it cracks me up. Yeah, I don't watch the news. I know exactly what's going on. How? Because you got it all off of Twitter or Facebook. Twitter, which, you know, what? The fucking terms of policy are just gone out the fucking window now, I guess. He's changed. Every day he seemed to have something new. And did anybody get like a notification saying you need to re-sign up? You need to agree to these new terms? Nope. Without journalism, how will we know what to look for? Research. Without journalists, what will there be to research? Lots of stuff. Did you know bees sting each other? Unless you are doing things that literally replace the work that journalists do, you are not doing research. You're just looking at other journalistic sources. Oh my god, look at they are not journalists. They are compromised reporters who write what their masters tell them to. They are spreaders of propaganda. What propaganda? What is going on? How are you meant to have... I haven't watched the news in 2 years and I've missed nothing. There is so much footage of everything. We're all journalists, some aren't. They propagate lies. Most, I think. But differing views are good, don't you think? Oh my god. Journalists have different views. If you look at like Sky News or the BBC or Fox News, they have different views, but the point is to get the facts across. Without regulated news, if you're just getting your news from Facebook, where are the facts? Because that's what the news should just be, reporting the facts. But if you're just listening to Facebook and Twitter, you're just getting people's opinions. And this is how you end up this fucking stupid. I feel like I've gone down something of a rabbit hole here. This is posted on the BBC News website 45 minutes ago. Elon Musk, only blue tick users to vote in Twitter polls on policy. So you just pay. You have to pay to get a vote in something that you're a part of as a Twitter user. What? Why is everything put to a poll anyway on Twitter? It's a company that he owns. He should be making the policy. He's just admitting that he doesn't really know what to do. Oh, I'll put it to a vote. Because I'm a man of the people. But only people that are paying me. I only want to hear from people that are going to give me money. Elon Musk has said that Twitter will only allow accounts with blue ticks to vote on changed policy after a majority of users vote for him to quit. Fucking hell. We know that. Since then, he's not commented directly on the result of the poll. He has said that Twitter will alter its rules so that only people who pay for a subscription can vote on company policy. Oh my god! So it was as I said. He gambled to flex his popularity and it's backfired. And now he's got a backpedal. Like, well, that doesn't count. The one about Trump and all the ones that went the way I wanted them to, that's right. But the ones that haven't gone the way I want, those were bots, and now you're going to have to pay to vote. Give me a fucking break. So, this just comes from just a guy. Blue subscribers should be the only ones who can vote in policy-related polls. We actually have skin in the game. Good point. Twitter will make that change. This is taking the whole the customer's always right a bit too far. Literally changing company policy based on what this one guy said. So it's free speech, but as long as you pay or are rich and famous. It's never going to end, is it? I mean, obviously, him stepping down, he'll still own the company, but just somebody else running it, which, I mean, if you had any business acumen, you would just go for that, wouldn't you? That seems like, if I bought a company and I was running it and I didn't really know what I was doing, and I kept having to change things all the time and still wasn't making any money, just get someone else to do it. Get someone who knows what they're doing to run it. Assuming not everybody in the industry fucking hates you because you fired most of them. I don't know what to think of it. I'm just glad that, I mean, I only really use Twitter to get content. And if it goes, I'll just find it somewhere else. I do feel sorry for the people. Well, the people that got fired, obviously. The people whose, part of their livelihood depended on their Twitter accounts, the journalists and stuff like that. Some of which have been permanently suspended. And the people who actually really care. People really like... Some people fucking love Twitter. Some people love Twitter so much, they buy it for $44 billion. Oh, anyway, I'm going to go. Don't forget to subscribe and all that shit. Blah, blah, blah. See you later.